J. Robert Oppenheimer. Now I am become death. Shalom, shalom. First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, Yahweh, in your name for the Father, Yahweh Shai, in your name for his only begotten Son, who are eagerly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, who taught us the truth and more well, and so I teach you hopefully person's truth and honesty, sincerity, spirit of Yahweh, nonetheless the spirit power Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And this lesson is going to response to the movie that was released called Oppenheimer. The world is becoming more knowledgeable of weapons of mass destruction in the history that took place on July 16th back in 1940s. Okay, and the man that is given credit for the creator of that weapon of mass destruction is Robert Oppenheimer.
Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. I remembered the line from the Hindu scripture, the Bhagavad Gita. Vishnu is trying to persuade the prince that he should do his duty, and to impress him takes on his multi-armed form and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds." I suppose we all thought that one way or another.
Okay. There's a scripture that comes to mind, at the creation of this weapon. And there's other scriptures that also edify to show that that very weapon that was created, the Lord will use to bring the great second death, referenced within the scriptures as the lake of fire. Okay. It's the book of Isaiah 54 verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." Okay, so the Lord created this man Esau Edom, Oppenheimer, and his team, to create the weapons of mass destruction known as nuclear weapons. Created the atomic bomb, and now there's been other devils raised up to create something called the hydrogen bomb, and other bombs that have been even more powerful than those. That one you've seen just went off that has about up to 10-mile kill radius to it, and they dropped 2 of them, and it killed over 170,000 people, man. And I was just in Japan, and the lasting effects killed even more from the radiation and the fallout. You still can't go to certain spots in Japan to this day because of that blast. And the Lord created that because he's going to use this weapon to bring his judgment upon the earth for the wickedness that has been going on. Okay. This is the book of Luke 12:49. "I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I, if it be already kindled?" Okay, so the Lord is coming with fire this time for his judgment. He judged the whole earth before by water. This time it's going to be by fire, and he gave us a hint of what that's going to look like and what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. And you can still go see Sodom and Gomorrah today and still find all the brimstone, all the sulfur. You have sulfur balls that's all over the place in that land over there. And you can see the destruction that was left behind it. Still, it was meant for a remembrance of what not to do and what the Lord's going to bring in the future for the wickedness that goes on the earth. This is the book of Revelation 20:10. "And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Revelation 21:8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. Okay, so that's going to be judgment via the nukes. This is the book of Revelation 6:14. It says, and the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Okay, so these bombs, when they go off, they cause the clouds to move and roll like a scroll. And that's the mushroom cloud being described within the scriptures. This is a future prophecy that's coming to pass in the end days. Every mountain and island moved out of their places. Right. Each time, these things are tested right now, today's time, like when Korea was testing them in Russia. They created 6.4 level magnitude earthquakes. Imagine when all these countries are unleashing them, and the great, most powerful ones of all are unleashed. The whole earth, the plates, the tectonic plates will shift. It will not be the same planet. Okay? Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Right? That blast, that destruction is going to be so hot. It's going to be just like the scene of the Terminator. You know, when she's holding on to the fence and she sees the bomb go off, you see the stages of her flesh being melted away and burnt up with fire. That's what's going to happen to these people, man. Okay. Now we go to the book of 2 Peter. It also gives a detailed description. It's the book of 2 Peter 3, verse 10. It says, but the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. It's going to be a sonic boom, an explosion, and the clouds are going to depart, okay? It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. So there you have it, man. The elements, what has the ability to do that is these weapons, the way the atom works, it splits, atoms, which causes enough heat to melt elements, man. All the elements will be melted. These things are 10 times hotter than the surface of the sun, man. And the power behind these things is scary, man. With a fervent heat, everything's going to be burned up. Just like Sodom. And this is Esau's blessing, man. Genesis 27:40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break the yoke off thy neck. His yoke off that neck. So Esau, Edom, at one point, was under subjection of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. We were ruling the earth. Esau was under the so-called white man. Okay? But the so-called white man, Esau, Edom's blessing is the sword. This is why he was able to create the Gatling gun, the weapons of mass destruction, or any killing machine mechanism that kills a lot of people. This guy takes the cake for that. So he's living, with his blessing. It's the book of John 10:10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. So this guy, he has to be put down, and Esau has to be taken out, man, because he's just going to kill everything. And this proves it right here. Oppenheimer and his team, they were concerned that if they detonated, what would happen? It says the nightmarish idea was this. The tremendous fireball generated by the bomb is so great that it heats nitrogen atoms in the atmosphere to the point that their atomic cores, called nuclear fuse. The energy release causes more nuclei to fuse, triggering a runaway reaction that sets the atmosphere ablaze. So there was a small chance that by testing and setting off that atomic bomb, that it would ignite the entire atmosphere to where the whole sky worldwide would catch on fire and burn everything underneath it. And this devil went ahead and detonated it anyway. He comes to steal, kill, and destroy, man. You know? So, and these weapons they've created after that are over 10,000 times more powerful. So this is the world we're living in, man. You know? Esau Edom, he won't stop. He's come to kill, steal, and destroy, man. But the Lord created him to bring the judgment upon the earth. And the Lord's going to make sure that he mashes that button so Esau destroys himself, man. This is the book of Psalms 37, verse 15. It says, their sword shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man hath is better than riches of many wicked. For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but Yahweh upholdeth the righteous. Okay? So the devil's going to literally kill themselves with their own unstoppable evil creation and deeds. You know? Earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So the Lord's going to destroy Esau, Edom, and much of this earth. You know, it's come very soon, man. And as well as chariots are also going to be unleashed simultaneously while this is taking place. You know, so that movie Oppenheimer was released spiritually because of the time we're living in. We're approaching the judgment with a great lake of fire coming up, and that's going to come via thermonuclear destruction, man. You know, so keep watch, because the day of the Lord comes as a thief in the night, what the scriptures say, man. Don't be taken off guard. Make sure you're right in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to receive his grace and mercy and protection from the things that's to come. And with that, Lord's will is lessons edify. I'm going to close out. Give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstones, honest truth and will well, scientists, hopefully, person's truth, and honesty, sincerity. Shalom.